Adam, how would you like to turn into an idiot?
I'm not sure I follow.
For our new sponsor, Village Idiot Pub, the 5K.
Oh, yeah. Village Idiot Pub in historic Cocoa Village is holding an event for the Children's Hunger Project called The Village Has Lost Its Idiot Again.
The run is a 5K held right in front of Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa.
It's an event to raise money and awareness for the Children's Hunger Project. While you can run, you don't have to. You can walk, skip, or drink your way to the end.
So bust out those costumes, bedazzlers, and sequins and get creative, as there will be awards for the best dressed fool or idiot. The theme is Masquerade Ball.
Also, you've heard them on Living Podcariously do a performance, as well as guesting on the Twisted 10. Our friends of the podcasts, Hot Pink, will be performing for the Village Idiot at 7 p.m.
This 5K is not a timed event. It's a fun run. It's really about having fun and raising some money for the Children's Hunger Project.
Village Idiot Pub has over 30 beers on tap, including ciders as well as Hefeweizens, my favorite, hundreds of bottle choices, and a great selection of wine.
So get your friends together for the run, then enjoy the board games, puzzles, and giant Jenga inside, as well as Hot Pink's performance.
Jason and the rest of the staff are awesome and will take excellent care of you.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
You can catch the entire cast from Living Podcariously as well as the Twisted 10 there on April 1st for this run. I'm thinking we should set up mics and let our listeners and the people at Village Idiot add some commentary.
Ooh, that could be dangerous.
The Village Idiot Run will be on April 1st, directly in front of the Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa, directly across from the big park.
Visit Village Idiot Pub on Facebook for full event details.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
To another episode of Living Podcariously. I don't know why I got so high-pitched in that.
Yeah.
Living Podcariously.
Hi-oh, indeed.
Hi.
Yes, I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts for this show. And sitting to my left...
I am Tach.
I
and
kind
I'm
of left
sitting
you
on left. Yeah, that was weird. And sitting to my left over there on the lady chair.
Hi. Oh, no, hi, I'm Andrea. Hi, this is Andrea Joy.
Oh, sexy. No, I was talking about our next host, Sexy.
Hey, Sexy.
Why do you do that every time? Why can't I be sexy this one time?
Okay.
I'm wearing a bathrobe.
There, you answered your own question.
But that's all I have on.
I'm Jay Alvarez, and I don't know what's going on anymore.
We have a good store and show for you. We have a good show in store for you for this week. A little bit later in the show, we might have a visit from a local musician. His name is Devin Lupis, so be sure to check out that segment. And he's going to maybe do a couple of performances for us here in studio. So,
isn't lupus like a disease or something?
People die of that.
I mean, probably.
Yeah,
I would imagine he never hears that joke, though.
Probably not. I'm going to ask him, though.
Okay. That'd be a hell of an interview
Is that
question.
your question?
How hard was high school with your name?
Yeah.
You sound like John.
Oh my gosh, I'll tell like every guy I ever talked to in high school.
Hey, by the way, we're getting a lot of good feedback on the Shenaniganry segment.
Are we now?
Yeah.
Is that all your feedback?
Yeah. What?
Is that all your feedback?
I mean, maybe half of it. No, I'm
and
kidding.
Ron?
Ron loves it. A couple of the guys that listen at work absolutely love it.
Because if I ever get
James.
a complaint, it's only from you and Ron. You're like, everyone says this. And I'm like, you and Ron? Yeah.
I guess that's a good point. We exaggerate about lots of things. Lots and lots.
I just learned not to
things.
take it all to heart because it's just the two of them.
My dad just got back. What?
Oh,
What?
Go ahead.
My dad just got back from Tampa, and I kind of showed you guys this earlier, but he brings me little knickknacks and gifts from when they go to different places, usually casinos, because that's what he
Does
likes
he bring
to do.
patty wax too?
Knickknacks and patty wax.
Sorry.
Give the dog a bone.
He brought me a Hard Rock little mini guitar case that actually has poker chips in it. Texas Hold'em poker chips and cards that they actually use at the casino. So that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
And this time he calls me and he says, Adam, he goes, I won something over at the Hard Rock and I'm not a tequila drinker, so I'm gonna give it to you. He said, I looked it up and I guess it's like an expensive bottle of tequila. I don't know anything about it. So I go over and he gives me an in the box numbered bottle of Patron. I'm not a big tequila drinker either, but if you're going to drink tequila, you should probably drink.
I had 2 Patron margaritas today.
Oh.
They were delicious.
You had a Patron margarita?
2.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And it had Grand Marnier. 2 kinds of Patron and Grand Marnier.
Okay, it's only like 8:30 in the morning, so we may need to have a conversation
Okay, it was
later.
3. Sorry.
We're telling the story to my stepson, Cameron. He works at Melting Pot down in Melbourne.
Yep.
And we were also telling him, like, my favorite go-to once a year type of drink is a Johnny Walker Blue. I absolutely love Johnny Walker Blue. It's one of my favorite sipping bourbons that you can get. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of expensive. I only buy it once in a blue moon because it's very pricey. It's like $225 a bottle. And that's really expensive for 750 milliliters of a drink. That's pricey. And Cameron one-upped me. He said, he goes, down at Melting Pot, they've got a bottle of liquor that if you wanted a single 1 ounce shot, either mixed or just the straight shot, it's going to cost you $200 just for the shot itself.
Oh, that sounds like Louis Trey. Is it Louis 13th?
No.
Yep.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
I thought that he mentioned that one.
See if you can guess it. I'll give you a hint. It's a cognac. It's a liqueur.
Some like high quality Hennessy?
No.
I don't know.
It's aged 100 years.
Yeah, no, I don't
Well,
care.
60 to 100
Who
according
would
to
pay
the
I lost
website.
interest in that.
I have
$200
no
for a
idea.
shot, though?
People that obviously have the correct change will pay $200 for a shot.
But a shot, it's in your mouth for like a second.
That's what she said. This one is called Remy Martin Cognac. It's $2,400 for a bottle.
Yeah, Remy Martin is kind of up there when it
It
comes to
is
cognacs.
ridiculous.
Did you find the
Yeah,
on
no,
switch?
I know Louis Trey. Louis Trey goes for a pretty hefty penny. I don't think that microphone has a switch.
No, the headphones.
Headphone switch.
All right.
So they got me thinking, for his price of that bottle, what kind of luxury drinks have you guys ever tried before?
Bud Light.
Because that's because I considered a
Bud
bottle
Light
of
Platinum.
a bottle of Johnny Walker to be like, oh, I'm highfalutin with my pinky up in the air drinking a bottle of Johnny.
No, I have had the opportunity to take a shot of Louis Trey in my drinking days.
Is that a bourbon or a whiskey?
Louis
or
Trey,
a
I have
cognac?
no idea. It was gone quicker than I could find. But it was, I think it was a $400 shot.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's
Holy shit.
The entire bottle is crystal, and there's a crystal topper on it. I think that alone is worth a couple of $100.
Yeah, Cameron said the bottle of Remy Martin, just the bottle was $800.
Yeah, the bottle is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, so
Tach says Bud Ice is
Yeah, I've
my
never
go-to
had
fancy drink.
Yeah, this guy cut me.
PBR.
He poured me a little thing of the Louis Trey, and he was like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "I kind of want to cut this with Red Bull. Like, I don't. It tastes like fucking alcohol, dude."
Andrea has probably the coolest theory or proposal for something that she wants to do, and I love it.
Don't tell everyone my secret.
Why not? It's such a good.
Because it's a secret, asshole. That's how you get your dick out of her mouth.
But we're not actually going to do it, are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
I've been wanting to do it since I
It's
was
such
born.
a good story, though. I got to tell it.
Whoa! Since you were born, this is pretty major.
Oh, it's a
I
good
know.
story.
It's like
Come on, we're not
36
actually going
years
to do
I've
it.
been waiting to do it.
If you don't want me to tell the story, I won't tell the story.
Totally
She's been telling you she doesn't want you to tell the story. You try to convince her to let you. I call you out as a liar,
Story
sir.
of my life.
Damn it.
Are you sure you don't want me to? Okay.
Sure.
Number 8.
Number 8.
What this means is but I based my whole show notes around this. No, don't take this from me.
I kind of don't have a whole lot on fine drinks after that story was over.
Okay.
But, all right.
Moving on.
I guess we're not talking about.
And folks, this is what a
Andrea's
crash
story.
and
Just
burn
like you
sounds
to
like.
know, at the wedding there will be Dom Perignon. That's all you have to know.
Oh, okay.
Well, you just kind of told what it was because it was a cool. All right.
They didn't tell us anything.
Don't tell the story, Adam.
I'm not going to tell the story. Skipping. I had deleted that line out of my show notes.
Yes.
And this is the rest of the show notes.
Yeah. Yeah. No
What do
kidding.
you guys got?
I need to run this through the Andrea filter before I actually prep it for the show because it needs to make it through that. But that's okay.
Only
I guess we should.
only because you live with her. It's not like you haven't had ample opportunity.
That's a good point. That's very true.
I was busy drinking Patron today.
she was pissed drunk till about 7:30 when she sobered up.
I took a nap.
However, I do also have that bottle of tequila that Josh got me in Mexico in there. I'm interested to try that.
I've had a half a shot of tequila once in my entire life, and never again.
Did you only half of your clothes fall off?
No, nothing like that.
Just the bottom
That was
half.
a horrible flavor that I couldn't get out of my mouth for like 2 days.
A horrible flavor called tequila?
Yeah, it was disgusting. And
Oh, wait until you walk on the Colombian side of things. We have this drink called aguardiente.
I know aguardiente very, very well.
Oh, if you spent 20 minutes in even a Colombian neighborhood in New Jersey, you've had aguardiente.
Wait, say that again.
Aguardiente.
That is
No,
sexy.
you can't roll your R's.
Sure I can.
I want to hear Jay say it.
Aguardiente.
That's sexy.
You ready? I'm going to do it too. Aguardiente.
Yeah, but you said it wrong. You just said like you're cooking pasta
No,
al
I
dente.
didn't.
Aguardiente. There's an I in there.
All right, yeah, you might be right. Aguardiente. See, now I just sound like I'm hawking a loogie.
Agua?
Aguardiente. The English, I guess the English phrase for it, it's not a translation, is firewater. And it's clear. Cristal is like the big Colombian maker of it, and it tastes like shit. It tastes like licorice.
It's
Really, that's
Sambuca.
what it does.
The American equivalent is Sambuca.
I don't know what Sambuca is, but
It's
sure.
the same thing as aguardiente, but it's an American version.
isn't it
It's not-
diriente?
There's a
Diente.
Isn't it diriente?
aguardiente.
Diente.
Diente.
Okay.
Aguardiente.
Aguar. It's aguar diente, right?
There's a diente.
Wait, can
on
Tach
my
roll his R's
car.
better than I can? I lived in Colombia for a year, and you roll your R's
I
better than I
lived
can?
in Spain for a year, motherfucker.
Oh, I guess that's good. But you were in the Navy, so that didn't count.
I wasn't in the Navy then.
I love it.
Really?
My mom was there.
What I love about it is Brian Regan, a great comic out of Miami, Florida. So hold it down for 305. Brian Regan has this great bit about Italians who speak perfect English until they have to say some Italian word like, "Oh yeah, it's spaghetti with fresh mozzarella," and that's kind of what you sound like when you're trying to say aguardiente.
It's like fucking Gia.
Listen, I lived in Colombia for a year, and it took me like the first 6 months for the guys to, because I was learning Spanish down there, for them to tell me that I was actually ordering scrambled balls with cheese instead of scrambled eggs with cheese.
What were you
Huevos or huevas.
Huevos,
Two of those
yeah.
girls behind the counter. Every time I would say it, they would giggle, and they would still give me what I wanted. But I would go back, and the guys would always make fun of me for it. And I didn't understand why.
What word were you saying?
Huevos. Huevos con queso. Wait, huevos rebellios. I can't remember.
Revueltos.
How do you say scrambled?
Revueltos.
I can't say that word.
Apparently.
You can.
But it was huevos and huevas that I was mixing up. So one was scrambled balls with cheese, and the other was scrambled eggs with cheese. So the slang term down there was testicles.
Huevos
with
means
cheese.
balls. Yes, that's the
Yeah.
slang term. But we also call it perico. That's what or perica.
Perica?
Yeah.
Perica!
Well, it's all careful because in the wrong context, that also means cocaine.
Perica!
She knew what she was saying.
Oh, jeez.
Every time I came back to the table, they would always call me maricon, and I didn't understand. And gordo. And it took me forever to figure out those were actually terms of endearment. I had no idea.
Oh yeah. Colombians were
no
actually
clue.
culturally we're famous for taking those like derogatory terms and turning them into terms of endearment. One of the big ones, and this is this might offend anyone who speaks Spanish. Nietzsche is our N-bomb in Spanish.
Really?
That any other country calling a black guy Nietzsche is that you're gonna fight. You're gonna end up in a fight. In Colombia, one of our most famous salsa groups is Grupo Nietzsche. You
embrace it.
I have a Tío Nietzsche. He's, one of my black uncles, and we call him Tío Nietzsche. That's just what it's. We take those marica is another one, stands for, it's a derogatory word for gay person. We see each other on the street like, "You marica, bien okay." Like we flip it. We try to take the hurt out of it. Just because they're words. They're really just words.
Yeah.
We don't give a damn. We kind of take the George Carlin approach to it. There's no such thing as a bad word. Bad intentions, but no bad words.
It threw me for a loop, and I might have told this story. I don't remember, but it threw me for a loop when I went to Tumaco, little island off the edge of Colombia, and that used to be one of the ports for the slave trade routes way back in the day, long time ago.
My family's from Buenaventura. When I go, I'm the only white person half of them has ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I was first there, and my Colombian, coworkers that were really escorting me around their country, they were local nationals that were working for us, and they took me out to the little island Tumaco, and they were trying to explain to me how to order lunch from the locals. And when they referred to the locals as negritas, I damn near lost my. I'm like, oh shit, that's like fighting words.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I would never say that to them. I'm like, God, Jesus Christ, that's a bad word where I'm from. They're like, what are you talking about? That's not a bad word here. That's how you address a black person.
That also just literally
Colombia.
means little black woman. Like, that's all that.
Yeah.
Negrita doesn't mean anything derogatory.
But to an American, it sounds like
you just called her a little black woman. That's all you called her. There's no derogatory translation for that.
Right, but to us, it sounds bad. It sounds
Even
like
little black woman sounds bad. Hey, little black woman. Like,
Well, you can't say African American. This is okay.
I
so
don't
this,
say African
This isn't my
American.
shenaniganry.
Our guest is going to think we're a racist podcast. Racists.
No,
So
it's-
what other racist words can we?
Yeah, negrita doesn't translate, and there's nothing wrong with calling someone black if they're black. Like, people say, "Oh, it's African American." Well, Dave Matthews is African American. If you really want to split hairs,
You know
about
who
it.
else is?
I guess that's a good point.
Elon Musk.
That's right, South Africa.
Yeah, so if you really want to split hairs, just calling someone black just means
Charlize Theron, also African American.
Mm.
So just saying.
I love
Does she
me
have
some
American
Charlize Theron.
citizenship?
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would assume so.
Oh.
Well, you ready to take a break? or
Yeah.
no? Okay.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to introduce one of our good friends of the show, Mr. Devin Lupis.
And we're gonna go wash some white sheets for the next segment.
Yeah. We're gonna blackface. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back in studio.
Getato.
You're in the mix with DJ Gil Lugo.
Village Idiot Pub. You locals know about it. You guys from out of town have to check them out.
Village Idiot Pub is now a proud sponsor with Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 podcasts.
It's more than just about commercials, though. The cast here will be taking our show on the road to Village Idiot to record some episodes as well as hold events. They have over 30 beers on tap, including ciders and Hefeweizen, my favorite, as well as hundreds of bottle choices.
Adam, you forgot my favorite, all the delicious wine. So get your friends together and enjoy the board games, puzzles, and the giant Jenga.
Let the owner, Jason, as well as the rest of the staff there, take excellent care of your beer drinking needs.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
Tuesday is open mic, Wednesday is trivia, Thursday is karaoke, Friday and Saturday night are live music.
Visit them at 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida, or Village Idiot Pub on Facebook. And don't forget, they are a dog-friendly location, so bring your friends, family, and fur babies.
All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously. That's a weird first segment, Tach.
It was
Wasn't it?
different. It was different. I think this whole episode is going to be a little different.
That's
'cause
all right.
I came here unprepared today, Adam, I have to admit.
Uh-oh. You have pants on, so it's not that.
It's not that, but it's just as weird. I might as well have showed up here with no pants on because I showed up here with no it's game time.
Oh, that's one of our favorite segments now,
Tack,
too.
what time is it?
That's not. Which I know right now Holly is excited to hear that because she
doesn't like your
she
game time?
skips through it's game time.
Aw.
Aw, that's where funny stuff happens.
That's
I
where
know.
the birth of the Penny
Penny
cartoon
came from.
Right?
Oh, well.
Yeah, Patty.
I wanted to introduce a guest on our show this
Okay.
week. This is Mr. Devin Lupis.
Hello, guys.
Welcome.
How's everybody doing?
What's up?
On Living Podcariously, as you guys know, we like to feature local talent, be it comics, be it musicians, be it rappers, be it what. I mean, I guess a rapper is a musician. You know what I mean. But Devin, I heard Devin
Sometimes.
originally just over a year, maybe 17, 18 months. I don't know, a year and a half ago, playing down in Vieira.
How did you guys meet?
And yes, the light was in his eyes.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
From
Did he
across
put
the
up a
bar.
fight?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
That's a really rapey song. Has anyone else actually ever listened to the lyrics of that song?
That's a really good point. I didn't think about that. But no, Devin is a hell of a good musician, and I invited him up on the show because that's kind of one of the things that we do. We're going to ask you some kind of goofy questions, I'm sure.
Shoot them
But
all for it.
yeah, that's that. Maybe a little bit later, you can give us a performance in studio. Maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe. Oh, we forgot to do a
Alright.
Facebook Live before we started the episode.
Oh shit!
We can do that before we do the.
Yeah, before the performance.
Yeah. All right. All right. So I've got a few questions that I wrote down, and then we'll just play off of those. You guys ask whatever you
Sounds
want.
good
I guess.
to me.
I guess that's it.
What's your favorite color? No.
So easy one right off the bat. What kind of music do you enjoy to play? Do you like to do? Is it mostly all covers? Do you do originals? Things like that.
I guess it depends on the mood I'm in. I mean, I love singing. I've been singing my whole life. So I mean that the covers that I do for a living, that kind of fills that particular hole, I guess. And but I started playing guitar and drums around the same time. So I'm originally a drummer. I love playing drums. I love doing the metal music and all this crazy
Hell
stuff.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
I should pull up. You have a
Well,
video.
we'll talk
I
later
do. I
about
have
that.
a couple of them.
I'm gonna pull up a video on Facebook real quick and try to tie it into the show. I might
Do you
have
need
to
a
do some.
pillow for your boner?
I might have to. Yeah,
Not yet.
this week Tach's gonna have the erection. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Let me pull up.
Yeah. We'll talk more about collaboration stuff because I'm a guitar player myself. I'm also a metal singer. I only dabble in drums. That's nothing special, but oh yeah, I played in bands. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that for a little over a decade now.
I miss
so.
playing shows, man.
yeah.
I love
I do
playing
Disney
shows.
princess songs.
Yeah.
Adam was telling me about the you do theater.
Oh yeah,
You did-
the
like, you've
Cocoa
done it for a
Village
while.
Playhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
She tried to get me in there, but I had a bunch of work come up and I couldn't
Yeah.
last minute. I mean, it kind of happened, but we were going to do audition for Mary Poppins, but we kind of missed out on that audition. What the hell? Where do you find videos on Facebook? Why can I not figure this out?
What are you trying to find?
Is it on Facebook or like YouTube? Where would you?
I mean, I do have YouTube videos that are.
we'll go do that. That's way easier than Facebook on the tablet. I was going to find a drum video because there's one that he's got on well, I saw on Facebook.
Oh,
that
you're
was
talking about one of the. Or I just set my camera up and was playing on the drums.
Yep. It was fucking good. I was impressed. Tach will not be able to stand. He'll have to have a pillow in his lap.
Well, we'll see about that.
Those are all videos that I just.
What am I looking up? Your name?
Well,
Devin Lupis?
actually, for my drumming, it would probably be Shattering Silence, which is my band.
Oh.
So yeah, Shattering.
Gotcha.
Shattering
H.
silence.
S-H.
As the hush falls over the podcast crew, as everyone gets on their mobile devices and pulls up these videos.
That's the beauty of post. I can make this all sound like it was one streamed
you won't.
conversation.
You
No,
won't.
I do. All right, so here is Shattering Silence. Take the Hand of a Liar.
Show us.
Today?
Hey, smartasses.
I can't see.
Now I can't see.
Okay.
This is gonna kick in, by the way. You probably want to.
We have two teenagers up there streaming whatever they're doing on the internet. So it's
Alyssa's asleep now.
oh, it's creepy.
I want to play a game.
Oh, there it is.
Come on, YouTube.
Don't push it. It'll start.
What is this,
Don't push-
1996? Why are we buffering?
Somebody on the phone?
How about I pause it real quick and let it buffer for just a second? That way we can actually hear it unedited.
What's
here
your
in a
son doing up on his computer?
minute. Hey.
He is 13.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just waiting for the time
long
when the
is-
shower starts.
Yeah, I was about to say, how long are those showers now?
Yeah, showers are still
he
short.
doesn't want to take a shower still. So
But all of his socks stand up on their ends in this bedroom. I don't understand what that's all
You walk
about.
into his room, we got a bunch of socks laying around on the floor like a bunch of rock statues.
Yeah, it's weird. I thought it was avant-garde art, but it's not.
Can you
It's
imagine being a 13-year-old boy this time?
All of us
age where
can.
You can just
Oh, in
get,
this time
Oh,
and age.
man. They're
No,
so
no,
lucky
but-
now.
What did you have to do to find any kind
We had
of
to find
I-
porn in the
the
woods.
Sears magazine?
I jerked
the
it.
bras.
I jerked into so many elbows without realizing they were elbows. Like if you cross
The fuzzy TV.
if you pause that scrambled, it's only because of scrambled porn that I am able as an adult to enjoy the art of Monet.
All right, so we let a little bit of this buffer. So let's try it again. Oh, there we go.
So you're the drummer here? Devin, yeah? All right.
Yes.
same. That's really cool.
You know, it's the kind of music that makes me miss my hair. Headbanging whilst bald, it just doesn't have the same effect.
I have some wigs you can borrow.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's not.
It's pink.
Oh,
It's
Have you ever
pink though.
have you ever worn a wig, man,
Yeah.
on a bald head? That shit is itchy.
Well, I'm gonna say
dude.
first that was fucking sick, dude. Like, so where can we see you guys play out? I know that's something more towards the end of the interview, but I'm curious to. You guys play a lot of local shows, or?
Not recently. Our last local show was at the County Line, July 29th of last year.
I thought
So,
that was a
holy
country
shit.
place.
No,
They do everything
they're-
over at the
yeah,
county
it's
line.
everything.
So you're
Or they
probably
used to, at least.
are friends of. We probably have mutual friends. Are you familiar with Murder Fly?
Yes, yep. We've shared
Yeah.
the stage with them before. Yep.
Oh yeah, like I went to middle school and high school with two of those guys. So yeah, I've known them for years, forever. So
Man, dude, they put on an excellent show. Excellent show.
Speaking of shattering silence, you ever perform with Fight the Silence?
No.
Oh, yeah?
Silence now. No, we there's shattering silence, shattering the silence, shattered silence, shatter the silence. The one that kind of gets us is the shattering silence. I guess is a like a book or some kind of a movement or something like that. It's like against rape, date rape. Or I might be getting it wrong. But there's something online called shattering silence that kind of ties in with both, so it gets kind of confusing.
Huh.
But,
And their theme song is Devin's song that they use for anti-rape.
Take the Hand of a Liar would actually fit very well. It actually would be.
actually, that's actually what happens in our music video.
Is it really?
Yeah.
so why haven't you guys played out? It's been over a year or whatever.
Yeah, we just kind of took a little bit of a hiatus.
That's not good.
Our lead vocalist, he's married, got a kid now, and our other guitarist is the guitarist in the band called Lydia Can't Breathe. One of our local metal bands. They're just doing absolutely wonderful right now. They're on tour right now, so we're waiting on AJ to come back. When he comes back, we're gonna talk about starting up some shows again.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I mean, a lot of the local venues now have been. We don't know who's putting on shows anymore. We just recently saw Winfields, and I think Iron Oak is getting ready to put on some metal bands, some big shows like that. So, just trying to get back into the scene.
Nice.
Good. God, I miss it, man.
Yeah.
I used to
you?
live in Jacksonville. I lived in Jacksonville for 10 years, and Jacksonville has an amazing fucking music scene. Oh my God, I love playing in Jacksonville. So many bands got signed out of Jacksonville, and we were so close to that too. Like we'd many times, well, not many. There was 2 times that we'd actually sat down and talked to record labels and all, and then we also had a problem which was called LSD. I'm sure you're familiar with LSD, lead singer disease, where our lead singer was a fucking asshole.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So that's pretty common in bands where he was the band and he didn't need us, kind of a thing.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He was an asshole, and eventually the band broke up because that plus drugs were involved.
You know what happened to Oasis? The lead singer of Oasis just kind of like turned into a
Well, that's
dick.
because they were they just didn't stop fighting each other. The two brothers.
Yep.
Yeah, Gallagher brothers, they're brothers, so they constantly at each other's throats.
Guess that's a good point.
It's hard to sing with your brother when you're trying to swing the guitar at him at the same time. I'll hit this D chord if you'd stand fucking still, Noah.
Yeah, Village Idiot. I talked to Jason, by the way, over at Village Idiot, and he's gonna talk to Devin and maybe get Devin up there because Devin does his own performance like solos and entertains the crowd in places like that. And Village Idiot is perfect for some of the stuff that Devin does. I know you guys haven't watched any of the videos or seen him out before, but Devin puts on a good show.
I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
Big shoes to fill, man. You guys are making me nervous.
Don't be nervous. We'll do a couple shots in the next break. We'll be good.
I mean, I may have done some shows for 10,000 people, but don't be nervous around me.
Yeah, it was the lead singer disease that they were worried about. Yeah.
So we do our outlet of our creativity right now, at least through podcasts. Andrea, like she said, has done some musicals and stage performances in the past, and that karaoke. That gives her a sense of fulfillment and pleasing
And
crowds.
singing while I do hair.
Yeah, that's true too.
There's that.
Yes, you will never find another salon where everyone in the salon starts singing the song on the radio. All of us start going.
Oh yeah, that's true. I've never seen that.
Tach does a lot of creative outlet stuff now with some of the music he does and some of the animations, and obviously we all do the podcast. Jay is a stand-up comic and probably one of the bigger ones in Brevard, not size-wise, I mean popularity.
I have no comment on
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I also do some film work too. So if you ever need some film work done,
Indeed. One of my guitarists that I'm working a side brand with is also, he does the videography. I guess he was like, I guess he's working on selling some kind of show to Discovery, or at least one of the channels is Discovery that they're trying to solve. Yeah, I would like to talk about that too, Tach, man.
I used to be a part of a show that's on Hulu now too, a cooking show. But
No kidding.
but yeah,
You did?
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
could.
see you know how to cook too. I'm stereotypical Italian. I love cooking. So
Me.
Oh, I'm actually a cook. Yeah. So,
I love cooking.
That's his
Tach,
day
you're my
job.
best friend, man.
Wait a minute. Holly's going to get jealous, Tach. Hang
Stop
on.
it. She didn't have to know.
There's still room for competition.
Cover
There's
the
still room.
cover up the boner. Cover the
He
boner.
needs one too.
Oh, nice.
So, Shay, oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
think
fine.
I did.
No, that was her.
No, she kicked the mic.
Have you done open mics at all?
Yeah,
Discount music?
all the time.
I swear, I think I've seen you there then, because you look very familiar.
Oh, more than likely, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, all right. So, do you do shows up there?
Yeah, I do open mics all the time. I'm actually probably going to be there this week, but that'll happen
got
before
Gregory's
this
this
episode
weekend.
goes up. I am going to be at Gregory's Comedy Club this weekend also.
I do the
where
owner's
is that at?
work,
Because-
right?
It's Cocoa Beach. You know Gregory's Steakhouse?
Not too familiar with Cocoa Beach.
Hey, listeners, Gregory's Steakhouse and Gregory's Upstairs Comedy Club on A1A, just about a mile and a half south of 520. Come out, check us out Thursday through Friday.
We'll send the owner a bill for that. Don't worry.
I do her hair. Both of them.
Charge her
really?
double.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do.
No, Andrew does.
cool.
So
Such a small world.
I know. It's so cute.
It's so cute. We got a cute world.
What is happening right now?
precious.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. He's got a boner. She's giddy. I think she's tired. I'm not sure what's going on. So we use this. We get together once a week and we record our 2 podcasts here. And to me, it's kind of like a midweek like stress relief to get this group together and then bringing in guests and stuff like that. It's good for us because it allows us to vent a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just fun. So when you do your performances, your art, your creativity, what do you see it as? That same type of release of stress and performance anxiety or whatever to get it all out, and do you get up there and perform, or do you see it more towards the revenue aspect, which neither are wrong, but how do you see your art? How do you view your art?
I mean, I guess it's just yeah, well, it's my source of income. It's I quit delivering pizzas and making pizzas and stuff to do this full time. So I mean, there's that side of it. Yeah, it's definitely a vent for whatever I'm feeling: anger, sadness, happy, whatever it is. And I think it's just also a vent to kind of calm me down. Because I mean, I'm always rattling music in my head. I'm always thinking about music. So it's all I do.
Constant jukebox up here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's why I would love to have a talk with other sound engineers, because there are ideas in my head that I can record. I have the ability to put, to make them a real thing, but I have no idea how to get them to sound the way that I hear it in my head. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And,
Tach is your guy for that. That's for sure.
So it's a collection of things. I've been doing them since I was 15 years old. So, and I wasn't really doing anything before that.
How old are you now?
I'm going to be 28 in August, 27 years old.
27?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Our listener base is, Jesus, everywhere from 18 and 19-year-olds. Like we just had a listener come up and sat in on an episode a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Xavier and Katie. They were young couple. And then we've got some people, that are up there in age. I won't name any of their names or say how old they are, but we've got some that are older people as well. So our demo is pretty big, and it's growing every single week. So we've been doing this podcast for a little bit over a year, and it's just been a fun progression upwards and getting the recognition out in the community in some places now. And Jay just got recognized from the podcast from one of our listeners the other day. And
Matter of fact, it was Xavier. We ran into each other at an IHOP.
but
Good to see you, brother.
Jay became the hero that day because he was saying earlier, it's that made him cool to the kid that was there. Like, are you famous? And Jay says, yes, I am. Yeah.
No, Jay said, no, I am not. I'm absolutely not. Get that out of your head. Don't ask me for anything.
I wish I would have been there. I would have ran up and been like, "Oh my gosh, Jay Alvarez!"
No, it's weird. It is weird getting recognized. I'm not gonna lie. It's happened a few times through comedy. It happened once in Miami. I was on a date with someone years ago, and she was like, when I told her I was a comic, she was like, "Oh," Oh,
That's cute.
like, yeah, that's cute. You have a hobby.
You think you're cool.
Yeah, no, and then we were, because I had done Improv Miami a handful of times, and we were on a date. We were at some restaurant, and this guy came up to me and was like, "Dude, I saw you at the Improv a few weeks ago. You were awesome." And I got a blowy that night, so it was
From him or her? Wait, from him or her?
I don't like to disclose who. I don't.
Kiss and tell.
Doesn't matter where it came from. Oh, it's
Doesn't
happened.
matter. The fact,
All that matters is it happened.
yeah, it happened. It was a happy ending had, and I was a better man for it.
Good for you, buddy. Good for
Yep.
you.
Famous.
Thank you.
So Devin, I've listened to several of your gigs. I think I've seen you 3 times, I think, in the last year. And I know I've listened to a lot of the cover music that you do, and it's all fantastic. Do you have original stuff that you're working on producing and getting out there, or do you already have some? Because I've never really looked further into it other than that. But
Yeah, you're not going to find anything just yet. Like I said, I'm still trying to get my stuff recorded and make it somewhat listenable, so that way it's not a pain on the ears. But yeah, I write a lot of heavy stuff. I write a lot of metal music. I have about literally like 7-10 song albums, like almost fully written without vocals.
wow.
Yeah, and
Nice.
then of course I do the acoustic.
You need some vocal. You need a vocalist there, buddy.
I was actually thinking about doing a feature, like just have my first CD and just pull in a bunch of people from different bands and just
I
do a
will
local
1
feature.
billion% assist you on that.
All right.
Because I love singing metal. I love it, dude.
God, Tach.
I'm also a regular singer too. I can sing, like melodic shit.
He can be a prince
Noted.
too.
Yeah,
It can be a prince.
I'll show you. I'll
who
show you
turns
later.
evil.
I got some stuff recorded.
Tax Grinch pillow grew 3 sizes.
Yeah, it did. So a couple weeks ago, I brought in a guest on one of our shows named Dan Cummins. He's a comedian, Comedy Central, did a bunch of, and that was the time for Jay
That
to get
was
an
Jay's
erection.
pillow show.
Tonight, it's for Tach. And God, who am I going to have to bring in to get you? Well,
Get you
not an
Ladywood-
erection, but
some Ladywood.
yeah. Who would I have to bring in?
Channing
for you?
Tatum.
Wait.
Love
Let
for
me
you to try.
let me answer this for Andrea. Oh, baby, I'm already wet with you in front of me.
No Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris. That gets you. Wait a minute. That doesn't work.
Sure
But-
does.
So I
Well,
can still have a
whatever.
crush on him.
I guess that's a good
Actually, I
point.
probably would get a little bit of wood from Neil Patrick Harris.
I mean, if he wore the Doogie Howser
Nice.
outfit, came in as a doctor, that's the one I'm after.
He is pretty awesome.
He needs to cameo as a
Before
doctor.
that, it was David Bowie and Labyrinth, but he's gone, so we can't have him now. I mean, he was
Dance,
coming.
magic, dance.
He was going to be a guest on the show this year.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, so I'm trying to get Devin into Village Idiot. What's your favorite, or maybe a couple of your favorite gigs in Brevard to play? And I know you probably play all over Central Florida.
You mean venues?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
gigs or venues or whatever?
Gotcha.
I don't know the lingo. Correct me if I'm
Venue.
saying it
pretty
wrong.
much the same thing, yeah.
Place.
Yeah.
Gig,
Bar.
show, venue, performance, whatever. Yeah, it's I wouldn't say I have like a number one favorite. There are a lot of places that I've played that were absolutely wonderful. I mean, I have my friend's bar who she just opened this up, the Salty Fox, which is in downtown O'Galley.
Salty
Lou's
Fox.
Yeah. There's a few venues that I love going back to.
Lose Blues is cool.
Yeah, you catch me downtown Melbourne a lot. I play Olay Fire and Grill, Off the Track, stuff like that. So those are what I like to consider my favorite venues because I'm there a lot.
Your go-to gigs.
I have a lot of regulars and that come up and see me there, and it's
What
it's
a
good.
good transition into that next question I had for you. Speaking of regulars, do you ever have the experiences like when you get to be especially in a local, like a small community like Brevard, you get, if you're good, then you get a follower base. You get people that really like following you around and going to watch your music. Hot Pink was telling us a story about a couple of their listeners that were a little nuts. Do you have any of those obsessive followers? Granted, Tach will be one after tonight's over, but
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
You're gonna want to look out for a Nissan following you.
That's fantastic. I've had a couple instances where it's been uncomfortable. But for the most part,
he's like, tonight's one of those uncomfortable moments. No, I'm kidding.
Nonsense, poopy pants. No, it's just it really depends on the night, I guess. I mean, I get I'm actually getting ready. I just bought online eBay just this cheap little gold
Taser
stainless steel.
thing? Oh.
I see. Now you got the right idea. Now, I bought a wedding band because I'm just getting
keep-away
hit on,
ring.
You know what I mean? Yeah, keep away ring exactly
Yeah.
because I need an excuse.
Now, if it was a taser wedding ring, that would be perfect.
Oh,
They should invent those.
I'm
They sell it for
confused. What is
$15,
this?
I'm in.
What is this? Like
keep
you're
away ring.
like you're married to your like art? Is that the
No,
kind of
it's
thing,
still,
or-
so
It's
women
just-
see a ring and they
Oh, it's
stop.
just to
Back
keep-
off. Yeah. It's-
Why do you want women to back off again? I'm confused.
Some of them
Did I
get,
miss something?
Listen,
some of them might get a little
You gotta-
obsessive.
see,
Yeah,
some
you
of-
gotta-
some-
it gets aggressive sometimes.
See, Tach, in the real world, some people don't like chlamydia.
It sounds so
Chlamydia is a
pretty.
bad thing. It does sound pretty. It sounds beautiful.
Chlamydia.
Think of it as a
I'm
name.
gonna name my next
She's
baby
got the
daughter
clap.
Chlamydia. Oh, look at little Chlamydia play. Isn't
Look
she
at her
sweet?
sitting right next to diarrhea. Look at her. The two of them are so
They
precious.
are beautiful.
Oh, that bitch came back herpes.
This is the weirdest improv ever right now. I'm just saying. I
you
don't know
like little
characters.
diarrhea and chlamydia?
Hoipies.
Not together, maybe.
When my sister and I would go out, we'd be
Like you never had them
areola.
together before. Okay.
When my sister and I go out, we'd be areola and clitoria.
Those are beautiful names.
Aren't they pretty?
Cute little twins.
They are, and you would be amazed at people who don't get it all. There's no, that's a cool name. Then the people do. They're like, "What? What's your name again?"
So keep away ring. Go ahead. Sorry, we go off on tangents.
Oh no, please! Don't let me slow you down.
I guess that's
Just
an
wanna
important
watch.
question. Do you listen to podcasts? I guess that's kind of a important question.
I've tuned into Joe Rogan every once in a
Yeah.
while. I like to listen to his podcasts. My father got me into it. I like watching. I don't let me offend anybody in their beliefs or anything, but there's like the atheists or whatever those guys are. It's just fun to watch them destroy other people. And
Have you ever listened to the podcast?
Howard Stern,
it's
maybe?
Living Podcariously.
Oh,
I've been listening since the start, guys.
devoted fan.
Since the start of tonight.
Tonight, yes. Yeah. None of what we record goes out live. It's all, I mean, not yet anyway. We're going to start a live thing eventually, but it's all recorded and then we go back later and edit it out of post. So if there's anything ever we say you don't want to have on the air, we can easily go back in and cut it out later. These
But that
we
will
record.
cost.
Yeah, it's gonna
We record on Monday nights usually, and then they release that Thursday. So we've got plenty of time to do post edits and ads and stuff like that.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Okay, so especially these two have been raised in doing stage performances and things like that. Jay goes and does a lot of his stuff, but I don't. What makes you want to be a performer? What do you enjoy about the performance art that you do?
I mean, aside from it always just being the dreams, you know what I mean? As a kid, I pictured always being up on stage. I started out with my father got me into music at a very young age. So it was right there. So I was able to have that, growing up. And, so I guess that just kind of always had an effect on how I wanted it to play out. Where it's going to go, I have no idea. I have no idea where I want to take it, but,
Well, if Living Podcariously launches you, don't forget about us little people, okay? If that happens.
listen, I've already said a whole bunch of stuff that we got to edit out. So it's like you guys got dirt on me. I got to follow you now.
The interview is going to be like 3 sentences and then right to a song.
Hi, Devin. Goodbye.
The weird thing about this community, Central Florida, from Tampa all the way over to here on this coast, up to about just south of Jacksonville, and then a little bit of Miami. That whole area of communities is one of the biggest podcast per capita areas in the world. There's more podcasts in that area than in most states. So the Central Florida area is big. And a lot of that group of people we all, communicate with and occasionally share guests and stuff like that. So you may get hit up from some of the groups of podcasts that we follow and follow us to do those similar types of spots. So just be ready for those, because those will come in. We might not get you downloads on your music or anything like that, but we'll probably get you other interview opportunities out there, just because we all share guests and stuff like that.
I'm any help is good help to me. That's how it is. I mean, This is a tough business. I mean, we're all artists. This is not an easy industry.
Yep, that's for sure.
I think it's the more help, the better. So I appreciate the guys. Thank you guys very much for having me on the show.
Yeah, man, of course. I got one more question. So my son is 13, and he's kind of getting out of it now, going back towards on his YouTube channel. He's doing more video gaming. I mean, it's kind of the nature of the beast, but he's been for the last couple of years doing his own music. He's making his own music. In fact, some of the music on the show we use here is some of his beats and his rhythms and stuff like that. He uses software. He he doesn't. I don't think he's ever been, in his schooling has ever been trained to listen to notes and pitch and stuff like that. He just knows what he likes to hear. So he makes music using a little digital MIDI device called a Launchpad and an Ableton software application, and makes his own beats, mostly trap and like dubstep and all the EDM type music. But it's difficult for me because when I was young, I was in band, but I wasn't ever a real musician. I had never considered myself a real musician. I just played an instrument. I had fun with it, but I didn't think I was a musician. Okay. What if you had the chance to talk to a child that was emerging that has obviously a talent for music and an ear for music, but may not have the right motivation? What would you tell somebody that's up and coming and, in youth?
I would stick with it. If you really have a knack for it, or if it's something that really means a lot to you and you think you have some kind of product or something that you want to show people, do it. Even if it's not something that you think is extraordinary or just go for it. It's kind of like how I tell people because I've tried out for the talent shows, the America's Got Talent, The Voice, and all that other stuff.
Oh. We had Valina do that too. One of our other musical guests that came in here did The Voice. It's
the same pitch. If you know somebody that has a specific talent and they're good at it, tell them to try out. Even if they're not, even if you don't think they're good, or if they don't think they're good, do it, because it's the experience of the matter. You get to learn what it's like to be in that element and see if it's something that you really wanted to push further in your life.
Nice.
And so far, I've been doing this for 11, 12 years now, and it's taken its turns and gone different directions, but I'm still pushing right through this stuff. This is all I do.
That's very cool.
So, yeah.
It's good,
That's
man.
sweet.
Persevere.
Yeah. It depends on how badly you want it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the canned questions that I had, so we can just free range it if you guys want to. I didn't.
Well, I've been doing it as we go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pizza?
Let's get to the important stuff.
Yes, indeed. I love pizza, so I would say either pepperoni, mushroom, or a white pizza with mushroom and marinara.
Look at
sauce.
Tach's like, me
Are
too.
you sure?
Me too, buddy.
Devin, me too, Devin.
I always
Text
get
and
a
they're like,
side.
I want to give you a mushroom stamp.
I always get a side of marinara sauce with my white pizza to dip it in it.
Where's my wedding band? Yeah.
Nice. You're the stalker, Tach.
No, I'm not. You're the stalker.
There's one every show. You can't stalk the willing.
I love how pizza turns into stalking.
Well, I mean, it did with Tach.
Is that not how it works out normally?
I don't know.
Depends on the topping. Roofies and just kidding.
I'm sure I have more. I can't think of anything right now, but I definitely want to get to the performance. I want to hear this guy.
Okay.
He can talk the talk, but can he walk the walk? So I'm saying.
So do we get the honor of hearing a couple songs out of you?
I don't know. Not after that. That was just kind of scary. I think I'm gonna go. Guys. I love you so much.
He's out. I don't give permission to use any of my audio.
Lock the
Listen,
door, lock the door.
don't let Ginger Fred Durst scare you. Okay, you're gonna be fine.
He used ginger again.
Ginger Fred Durst might be the title of this episode.
No, definitely not. That word is offensive.
That is
I will not have you call me
I'm
Fred Durst.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna-
just because I lived in Jacksonville for 10 years.
Yeah, we can just keep
And
that,
side
my
note-
name away from that.
Side note, can I name drop here?
Yeah, of course.
I did used to hang out with Sam Rivers, the bass player from Limp Bizkit, for a while. Too.
Why are you bragging about that?
He's a good guy, super nice guy, man. Great
Okay,
guy.
well, I won't take anything about it
Okay,
personally.
well, the Munster show, Grandpa Munster.
Yeah.
I kissed him on
Is
the
that
cheek.
your grandpa? Oh.
Al Lewis.
Oh, good for you.
Kissed him on
I got
the
to hang out with Richie Sambora once, and I had to ask him, dude, why is Bon Jovi not disappearing into obscurity like everyone else? Why is he making direct TV commercials? What the fuck is going on?
cheek. My sister made out with a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, so did everyone
The
else
gay
in
one?
here.
Oh wait, that's in sync. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get to perform?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a break in studio. You're going to be listening to a little bit of DJ Gil Lugo during the break, and then when we come back, we'll lead right into a couple performances by Devin. We're going to take some photos, stick them up on Facebook if Devin's all right with that, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then maybe do a little Facebook Live video.
If he's
Send it
cool
out
with that.
there. Yeah.
Clothing optional.
Well, it's not.
Do
It won't matter if we announce it now because
It's already happened.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll be
they can
about
go-
3 days ago by the time this happens.
Yeah, but they can go back and look at the videos on Facebook on
that's
the
true. Yeah.
Living Podcariously Facebook page. But all right, yeah, check it out. And
Don't
before
forget to like us on Facebook, folks. Living Podcariously.
actually before we do the performance, since we still got the studio set up for interviews and talk, do you where would you like to send listeners to hear your music and maybe reach out to you if they want to book you, or I mean anything you want to plug? Feel free. That's entirely
Upcoming shows,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, most certainly. I guess my main one would be my Facebook, which is just my name, facebook.com/Devin Lupis, DevinLupis. If you want to contact me for solo acoustic gigs, or if I'm, getting my band Shattering Silence up to drum and play heavy music. If you want to check out any of my music, we have a Reverb Nation, which that should be Shattering Silence. I think it's Shattering Silence or Shattering Silence Florida. It's one or the other. Same thing with YouTube. Just type our name, Shattering Silence, in, and should be the first few videos there. We don't have very much online right now, but we do have a second music video we're very eagerly getting ready to release here.
Nice.
We're working with Joe Rodriguez from A Flock of Seagulls and Red Giant Studios.
Nice.
He's just recently posted up a mastered video of him in the car listening to our stuff. So we're very, very, very close to having our album, our full length album released here soon. So I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay, yeah. Just let us know, because we'll put out in all of the show notes that we put out, then we'll put the links to all of those that you just mentioned. Anything else that you can think of before Thursday, before the episode drops, we'll just stick it in the show notes. So just let us know. And then we'll promote it on Facebook and Twitter and all the other outlets that we've got.
Food bar, yes, that sounds good.
Sweet.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, well, we're going to take a break in studio, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoyed the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, ooh Lord. Well, when you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. Seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. But I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. So you can wipe off that grin and know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, and I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep me silent, son. No, you don't fool me, for the hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. It's no stranger to you and me. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, oh
Probably should have warmed up before I started doing that song, shit. Thank you, guys.
Another head hangs lowly, child is slowly taken. When the violence cause such silence, who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Another mother's breaking heart is taking over. When the violence cause such silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old theme since 1916. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are dying. What's in your head? In your head,
get my water real quick.
Haley is bored. Bored with life and endlessly looking for a purpose and her place in the universe. She knows there's more out there than working 9 to 5. She never imagined going on one job interview would change everything and open doors she never knew existed. Ancient family journals, 2 friends, and an irresistible bloodlust to deal with. Turns out being a vampire isn't as sexy as she thought it would be. Between the monster, late-night bloodbaths, and a vengeful ex-love of her man, it keeps her busy. But it doesn't have to be this way. Does it? Should she live free and forever without responsibilities? Or will she find the direction she's been looking for? One thing she does know is that she will fight for what she wants and create the perfect life without traditional vampire restrictions. And she won't let anyone or anything get in her way. Order your copy of the novel First Generation Book 1 by Zoe Emerson on Amazon. Available on paperback and Kindle. For more information, go to zoeemerson.com.
DJ Gil Lugo. Live in the mix.
All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously. We just heard 2 awesome performances in studio.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes.
impressed.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
that was really cool.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, that was phenomenal. I told you guys. I told you. I told you.
We didn't second guess you.
Oh.
I did.
Yeah, you did a little bit. Yeah. No, those are two fantastic songs. Really good choices.
Yeah, those are my 2 favorite songs to play live. I think the only other one I wanted to do aside from the "She Will Be Loved" Maroon 5 was the Drifters Under the Boardwalk. It's one of my favorite acoustic songs.
Under the boardwalk.
That's one of my favorite karaoke songs.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Andrea sings. So Andrea, when we take her to sing karaoke, most places we go to, you know, it's you know the crowded karaoke bar, and then Andrea gets up there, and I'm bragging on my girlfriend a little bit, but I'll do it. She gets up there and she gets on that mic, and people like stop talking at the bar, like, wait a minute.
You
What?
exaggerate. No.
No.
I'm playing karaoke. I think that's more
Whatever.
suitable.
You're good. You're good. You can
It's
sing.
fun. I'm more of an entertainer than a singer.
She got
Dude,
me up.
Just like to entertain.
I've seen some pretty cutthroat shit on karaoke nights at some bars in Miami. Like, dude, there's like a whole karaoke circuit. Like, these guys don't play around. This one guy that covers all Metallica songs, and it's ridiculous how much. I'm like, I thought this was just a thing drunk people did during happy hour. Nope.
It's hardcore. People are good.
Yeah,
Not as hardcore as it is overseas, like in Asia and stuff.
karaoke, which is what I assume like singing kung fu.
Yeah,
means
like they
tone
cut
deaf.
people and shit over there for karaoke.
You're gonna have
That's
to bring
no
the mic
joke.
down a little bit,
Or sit up more.
or angle it towards you. If you angled it down a little bit, so the diaphragm is facing you, it'll be good.
Am I moving fast?
No, are you? Do you feel like you are? Are you claustrophobic over there behind that mic?
No, it feels like a little cocoon.
Yeah, Penny.
Oh, there's a little teaser. Hey, I've gotten better at setting up the studio quickly, you know, swapping out cables
You
and
did.
stuff
I'm
like that.
quite impressed.
Yeah?
Very impressed.
I
It was
am
fast.
I impressed the
Down
sound
to
engineer.
5 seconds.
That's like our bedroom talk. You got it down to 5 seconds, Adam.
It's a great song.
What the fuck is going on?
Something
It is
wrong,
what it is,
Jay?
Jay.
I don't know. Unleash the Shenaniganry.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I love this segment.
All right. So for those of you who are new to this, Unleash your Shenaniganry with Jay. I spend a lot of my free time scouring the world for things that piss me off and things that need to be addressed. This week we are talking about unsolicited dick pics. Now, I say unsolicited. For those of you who went to Florida public schools, let me go ahead and define that for you. A dick pic, an unsolicited dick pic, is when you take a picture of your member and send it to a random woman without request. You just, I don't know, decided that, hey, this is a really photogenic day. That vein is really looking good this morning. I feel the need to share this with every woman on my contacts list and my Snapchat. So I'm going to go ahead and send this out. That is not okay. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is a felony in most states. Especially if you're just sending it to random. You don't know how old these women are. And why? Okay, when did this become an okay thing to do in dating? Why is it just instantly, oh, she liked my picture on Instagram? Let me send her a picture of my penis because she will undoubtedly enjoy that just as much. It's not okay. Women don't want to see that shit. I don't even want to see my penis. If it didn't feel good, I wouldn't touch my own. What in this world? There's nothing pretty about a cock. There's nothing. I don't care how veiny you think it is. I don't care how much, look at that stroke. No, it doesn't look good. No woman wants to see it. In fact, most women are sharing it with their friends laughing at you. And that is the only thing that they're doing with it. No woman's getting off on that. Look at that. He really knows how to use Photoshop. Anything looks big on a picture, especially when you zoom in. It's not okay. And then who are the women that are okay with this? Like, I get it if you guys, like, you know, if you're dating somebody and, you know, you guys are getting a little hot and heavy with the texting and she's like, oh, send me a picture. That's fine. I'm not talking about that. That's okay. She asked you for it. You gave her what you wanted. Good on you. But just some, like, hey, I'm going to send her a picture of my penis. Hey, no. And the women that are okay with this, you guys are making it worse for everyone. Seriously, because all you're doing is like, oh yeah, I would love to see more of that. No, you wouldn't. No, you're just giving this guy an inflated ego who obviously already has one because he's sending pictures of his penis all over the interwebs. No, it's not okay. Stop doing it, fellas. You're setting us all back. Stop the goddamn shenaniganry. Thoughts?
Jay Alvarez, everybody.
I like it. When I first started dating,
Can girls
Do you know?
it?
Yes.
Girls
please.
send
Oh, that's different. Yes,
solicited
yes, yes, yes.
pictures?
That's a whole different thing.
Why
They're
is
always
that, though?
solicited.
Are you still on?
I felt,
you're
I
on.
thought it went off.
But why is that?
Why is it okay for women? Because we always want to see a naked woman. The woman form is so much better.
He's right.
The penis looks like shit that was left behind during the evolutionary molding of man. And say, well, let's just throw that right there.
Well, think about it. When you're making something out of clay, what's the easiest thing to make?
Toilet paper?
What the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
Both of you.
That's what I always
No, when you're playing with clay,
Andrea
you
makes
make a little.
toilet paper.
Oh, I got a dick, and that's what they look
Snake.
like.
It's a clay snake, Adam.
But
You're
it looks. Is there any
you were
difference?
that kid that got in trouble for drawing cocks all over his school books, weren't you?
So
you're
you
that
take
kid,
that
you're that kid
snake,
from
flatten
Superbad.
it, and roll it. That's the toilet paper. The snake, make it flat,
Why is
roll
that
it up.
toilet paper?
Oh, she's right though. Hang on, it
Yeah,
makes a
that's-
toilet paper roll.
that's
What was
weird.
going on in Oklahoma?
Hey, secondly, do you know how hard it is to take a selfie? A penis selfie? That's difficult. Have you done it?
No, I haven't because I'm not a creep.
Yeah, Tach, expand.
I don't just send random pics of my dick to everyone.
You don't? So wait, so this is a bad thing, right?
Should I
This is
erase
a bad
these
thing.
that you sent me?
Yes, this is a bad thing. It should be stopped immediately. Guys should not allow their friends to do it. There's no, like, I want to see the conversation where the dude's like, hey, man, remember that girl I met on the bus yesterday? Yeah. Yo, she just friend requested me. Excuse me while I send her a picture of my penis. Well, you go handle your business like a gentleman, sir. No, that is not okay. That is not what you do.
But
No, I've
Tach
never-
has costumes for his pictures.
Costume. That's awesome.
an Abe Lincoln hat.
That is adorable. That's
Look,
adorable.
if you're using your penis to set up historical dioramas, then by all means go for it as long as she asks for it.
That's
Yeah,
art.
I've never sent an unsolicited one. Never. I've only sent ones that have requested.
Good.
So,
A little Easter bunny for Easter.
that's adorable. I want
Well,
to
but see, hang
that.
on. We might have to
The balls
quantify
could
that.
be like the Easter egg.
What Tach thinks is requesting is a girl. Like when him and Holly first hooked up, I'm sure Holly.
I'm sure
Holly
said
said,
Facebook is not asking for a picture of your
yeah,
penis.
"Hey, hey, do you have any pictures of your family? My family, Jules.
I got my
And then
boys.
That's what Tach thought was an invitation.
Oh.
Am I right?
Oh boy.
Am I too far off there? No, you're right though. Jay, I 100% agree with you. But I sent Andrea a dick pic early in our relationship. It was talked about.
Did she ask for it?
I don't remember. It was
discussed?
volunteered, and she said, "Yeah, sure." So
Then
no.
there you go. That's fine.
That's okay.
You
And I
didn't-
showed it to all of my friends, and we all looked at it.
And
That's
laughed.
true. That's a
yeah,
true
you
story.
see, that's
I told
and that's
him I was going
and
to
that's
if
what's
he sent
that's
it.
what happens with the solicited ones. What do you think happens to the unsolicited ones? There are Instagram and Facebook pages strictly for unsolicited dick pics.
Oh,
Twitter
that's funny.
feeds like you're
Sure.
famous not for the reason you want to be.
But it wasn't a dick pic for me. It was for another girl.
Yeah,
We're not
talked about
starting.
this
We're not
before.
starting this argument again. This was like
We
4
did.
episodes ago.
Yeah.
We're
What's
not doing this
Stop
again.
bringing it up.
Well, the dick picture that it was his topic. The dick picture that I sent Andrea at the beginning of a relationship was really from a prior relationship I had, and the dick pic was taken for the other girl.
Yeah,
and
I
sent her.
remember.
It was still a good dick pic. I'm just saying.
Yes,
it was
yes.
okay.
He
Well,
just
I like
has the
that. This
one
brings me
for
back to
everyone.
my point. It's hard to take those pictures, and when you get a good one and the lighting is just right, you want to hold on to it and
Yeah.
save it for down the road.
You know what the funny part is? I went through Andrea to help her clear up her space on her iCloud, which, by the way, fuck iCloud. You can't select all the photos to download them all to your computer before you delete your iCloud account. You have to individually select each one of the goddamn photos. Oh,
I
frustrating.
didn't have that many.
Life is hard.
1,300 photos she had. Anyway,
Why do bad things happen to
as
good
I'm
people?
as I'm going through her photos from like a year ago, I'm like, oh, there it is. I'm like, there's my dick pic. I thought I had lost it forever, but no, it was in her iCloud.
Saved it. She
Nope,
saved
it's up
it.
in the
yeah.
cloud, waiting
It
for
was
the
in the
next
cloud.
version of the fappening.
That's funny.
Adam posted.
I'm okay with it. It was a good pic. I'm okay with it. I'm not. If that
I'll
got
be the
shared,
judge of that.
I don't
You want to see my
remember what
dick
it
pic?
looks
I'll show
like.
you my dick pic, Dak. I have nothing to hide. I'm okay with that.
Adam, please
It's
put your
not
dick
even
away.
We'll talk later.
his.
I got my dick out now.
Not even his.
What do you mean?
No, what? Huh?
No, that was my dick.
What?
No, what? Huh?
Wait,
What's going on?
what's happening?
Wait a
Why
minute.
are
I
we
didn't Photoshop my dick. I sepia filtered it,
Huh?
but I didn't Photoshop it.
Oh, I bet you sepia made it look amazing.
Sepia did.
Probably made it look beautiful.
I think it was beautiful.
All right.
I'm going to show
Oh,
Tach
geez.
after the show.
And maybe we can share costumes. We'll talk later.
All right, guys, with that, we're going into the diary.
All right.
Okay.
Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tach to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Diary. Diary? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
All right, this first one is from August.
Wait,
Hi.
from the month, or is that her name?
Her name is August.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I need help. I think my boyfriend is cheating on me.
He's probably fucking other people.
He's suddenly too busy to hang out with me, and he started encouraging me to spend time with other people. If he ever left me, my whole life would fall apart.
No, it
Holy
wouldn't.
shit.
Aw.
Oh
No,
my
What is the
God.
best way to be sure that a person is cheating?
You know what? Honestly, come out and ask. That's the very first step I would take. Say, hey, you've been avoiding me. You've been sending me out to. You're just acting unusual for our relationship. In that situation, she just needs to come out and say it. Say, hey, I'd rather you be honest than go behind my back. What's going on? It could be something. He could be volunteering at the animal shelter, and she doesn't like it, or something. Who knows?
Probably not.
Who knows what it is?
Yeah, no, probably
Probably
not.
not.
If he's encouraging her to see other people, I doubt that they're even really boyfriend and girlfriend. Like they've probably hung out a couple of times. They probably hooked up a few times, and she's my boyfriend. And he realized she's getting too clingy, and so he's summoned the spirit of Ray Brito, and he is fucking somebody else.
Yeah.
Devin, by the way, in these segments, if you want to chime in, just feel free. All we're doing is, from guys' perspective, just answering these questions for when the emailers send them in.
Yeah, I'm just kind of guy that just listens. I love watching.
All right.
Listening to experiences.
He's a
You guys are wonderful.
voyeur.
Oh, wait.
He's into voyeurism.
You want to, he likes to watch.
Adam, that also
Well, we
means
were
stop
talking-
showing him your dick unsolicited.
What's your text
What have you
number,
learned?
Devin?
Unless you have an outfit for it, don't show it.
Right?
We were talking cameras earlier, so you got to show me how to work the camera and get the right angles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The
That's
Abe
true.
Lincoln hat has
What
to
you
look
want
just
to
right.
you want to make sure you have a really good DSLR camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
DSLs. I get it. I see your DSL.
All right, guys, we're
Dick
going to
sucking
move
lips?
on.
No.
That was like a 1999 joke. I'm just saying.
Moving on
All
to
right.
April in Florida.
What is
What's
this?
up with
August to
months?
April? What the hell's going on
That's a
here?
good point. We have 2 months.
Next question is brought to you by February.
And June, her sister.
No, that was the next one.
Oh, there was a theme. Fun.
Is it bad that
Figured it
is it
out.
bad
I
that my
wanted it to
ex-wife's
be
name is
hidden in there.
Aw,
Is
Andrea
it-
was dropping Easter eggs.
is it bad
I
that my ex-wife's name
was.
is May?
Can we do that one again then, and y'all don't say all that?
Sure, we won't say
All right,
anything.
the next one is April from Florida.
Oh, what's up, April?
I'm pretty hesitant. It usually takes weeks or months before I'll let one rip in the presence of my loved one. Once I do, however, it's a great boost to both me and the level of honesty in our relationship. Not so much to the loved one, though. What do you feel about this?
Girls should not fart in front of guys. Actually,
not at
it's not,
first.
it's not just girls and guys. Couples shouldn't fart in front of each other, and I'm the biggest culprit of this breaking this rule.
Lorraine and I fart in front of each other all the fucking time.
Do you?
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
I'm more reserved. Like I prefer not to.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you can help it, like, if I can run to the bathroom real quick, but like, if we're walking somewhere and one rips, oh well.
So just no Dutch ovens.
Worst things
right.
have happened.
No Dutch
I
ovens.
prefer not, but accidents happen. So
When I first started this when we first started the podcast in the first iteration, before we rebooted and have the 53 or whatever episodes we're on now, I told a story of how I would marry the girl that could ninja shit in my life, where I would never know that it happened ever in my life. And suddenly Andrea showed up in my life and I never know. There's no smell in the house. There's no sounds. There's no.
Doesn't do that.
It just doesn't. It doesn't happen. She is a ninja shitter.
She just lets it build up in her body until it becomes septic.
Nope.
And she dies of blood intoxication.
She tells me it's all comes out as pixie dust or fairy dust or something.
Glitter.
glitter.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah. Honey, just fart in front of your boyfriend. It's okay. Any guy. I mean, I wouldn't do it on the first date, maybe, but
Don't lead off.
But if it happens, it's okay.
yeah, if it happens, it's fine. Just be like, oh, and if he gives you a look, just look at him and be like, oh, shut up, you pussy.
You know, here we don't often disagree on things in the studio, but I'm not that guy.
Well, again, I'm not saying like run up in front of him and do it in his face.
Bring his face down.
Yeah, like it's don't pull a Peter Griffin on this.
To me, there's an age. There's an age. Actually, I think there's an age sandwich that it's okay to do it up until an age and okay to do it once you're over an age. But there's a sweet spot of a woman's life that farts shouldn't.
Where you just want to live in your little life.
Yeah, yes, I understand
women
it.
don't fart or shit.
No. Listen, look, I know how selfish it is,
See
Jay.
what I have to live in.
I promise you, I recognize how
He's gonna start
selfish it
making
is
me
because I
walk in
fart.
the
So you're basically living in a gulag. Like this is basically a concentration camp.
That's why I said he's
No.
about to make me wear a scarf.
No, what really happens
Only
is
no
my
gas
hair.
showers here because there's no gas.
what really happens is when she goes to the spa, when she goes to work, she just lets them loose in the break room. And she's like, that's been held up in there for 2 days.
No, as soon as she gets into her new little car, you know what she's using to fill up her
EV.
gas? Yeah, she's using
I thought of the same
She's
joke
using the
at the same
methane in her body.
That's how it propels it so
What
fast.
did I do to you guys?
Nothing.
Jeez.
Nothing. We're sticking up for you.
Yeah.
Y'all are.
Yeah,
I
Patty.
do not do that.
All right.
Ladies do not burp, poop, or fart. Okay,
Perfect.
doesn't happen.
See?
All right.
This
let's
message
move on.
brought to you by 1955.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right.
Let's move
It
on.
works.
Oh.
All right. Our last one is from June.
Shut up. Seriously?
Every time me and my boyfriend argue, fight, fuss, or anything like that, he'll grab my neck, face, or hair and force me to look at him, even though I told him it hurt me.
Whoa.
And he told me if I quit moving and quit fighting, he would stop. This happens so much. There was also an incident where he was on top of me and I told him he was hurting me and he wouldn't move, so I bit him and he slapped me. But this has only happened once. He has also spit on me, but I don't think he meant to. He also grabs and pushes me in front of people sometimes.
Is she dating a
deleted
toddler?
all of the guys on Facebook and off my phone and told me I couldn't have contact with certain guy family members. He approves of all of my clothes and then says he doesn't care. He's called me a bitch, a slut, a whore, and a sex slave. He told me I was to be his housewife, and he acts like he doesn't tell me what to do, but he tells me that I need to listen and respect him. He also makes me feel bad about my past. How should I go about any of this?
Break up
with him.
Yeah.
Oh
Why
my
the fuck
God.
are you with this guy?
She may not.
Did she?
Yeah.
Was she allowed
the
to send that
cops.
text or send that email?
Yeah, did she get slapped for sending the email out? Like, what the fuck?
She's been killed
I
now.
don't know. It was sent at 5:35 p.m. though.
Yeah, get the fuck out of that.
Yeah. She may not realize she's in an abusive relationship.
Obviously,
She
she is.
obviously does if she's
She
sending
sent
that
an
email.
Yeah.
Maybe that was like her first step to admitting it.
I
to
don't know that
herself.
this is abusive. He's
You know-
just beating the shit out of
You know what the scenario is, don't you? But I love him so much.
Jesus.
What
That's
if
what
When
they
it is.
we're
were-
alone, he's sweet.
What if they were really into like 50 Shades of Grey?
No, then
and
she
they've
wouldn't be
been
writing
going
the
about
50
this all the
Shades
wrong
of
Then she
way.
wouldn't be writing that email.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a
fucked
safety
up.
word in 50 Shades of Grey. There's not a safety word in your relationship.
Yeah, no, I know a couple of people that are primal. Like, that's kind of where they fit in, and then there's
Sure.
the dom and the sub. But that's not it. That's consenting.
But he didn't mean to spit on her.
He's a
The
sadist.
spitting is the least abusive of that whole
He's
story.
a sadist.
He
What a
totally
fucking-
meant to spit on her. Like that was not an accident.
Yes.
What's the world's population at this point? Is it 12 billion?
Somewhere
No,
around
it's
there.
7.5 billion.
So,
Yeah, it's still-
7.5 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 7.5 billion. All right, so you got to consider, and women are what, I think 63%.
Yeah, it's over 50
so there's
for sure.
roughly 40% of the rest of the population that she could have a chance with. Do the math.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Take
do-
out some
Yeah,
people are
take-
married and yeah.
Call your girlfriends. Get out of there now.
Yeah, that is a bad
Very
relationship you're in.
Yeah, all those guys he doesn't want you to have contact with, call them up. Tell them what's
She
going
was
on.
he was have family members.
Yeah, no, that's just
Yeah, what is that?
controlling.
I don't want you talking to your cousin Troy.
Yeah, 'cause-
He looks at you funny.
Hint of jealousy there.
Did June tell us where she's from?
I can feel the sexual tension at dinner. At Thanksgiving. Sorry.
Yeah,
South Dakota.
yeah, no, yeah. You know why he doesn't want her talking to those male family members? They all own guns, and he knows what they'll do to him.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
All right. Well, good segment. Good Gary.
Is that all the
Nice and
questions?
short.
That's it.
Oh yeah. All right. Very, very good.
So, unfortunately, there is no It's Game Time today, as we've already noticed.
Yep, that's
and
okay.
decided to replace that with, with our guest and
With
give him time to do
music.
performances. Yeah. So,
Hell yeah.
You can
So
play
good.
whatever game you want to while the music plays in your mind.
If so, depend if you had a good time up here and everything, then maybe we can have you back up in the future and promote whatever gigs you've got, and maybe we can do some sort of listener event, or we can come out and record wherever you might happen to be or something like that. So we like to work with the people that we feature on the shows.
Yeah, most certainly. Like I said, any help is good help to me, and I love you guys. You guys are amazing. So
Sweet.
thank you guys
Cool.
very much for having me on the show.
Absolutely. The honor's on our side for sure.
Yeah.
The talent that you've got is,
Thanks,
I'm not sucking your dick here, but the talent that you've got is, it speaks for
My
itself.
wedding band.
Yes. The talent you've got speaks for itself. And I think, I think that's,
Wait a second.
we'll do what we can to get you promoted and get the word out a little bit for you. Whatever we can do in our circle of, reach that we've got in Central Florida. And technically all over the world, but what do you mean? What do you say?
Oh, no, I was going to say, you twisted my dick?
You twisted my dick. You want to get out of here?
Yeah, man.
All right, Jay, where are you going to be? Plug your shows.
I'm going to be at Gregory's Upstairs Comedy Club in Cocoa Beach this coming weekend. That is the 23rd, I believe. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're doing one show a night at 9 p.m. with James Yan headlining. That's going to be a really good show.
Cool.
Sweet.
Fun times for everyone.
All right. Devin, do you have any places you're going to be that you want to plug? So this will release on Thursday of this week, and then obviously beyond that is entirely up to you.
If it's early enough on Thursday, I have 6:30 to 9:30. I'll be playing out back at Off the Tracks. I'll
Sweet.
be doing the solo acoustic stuff for all this. I haven't I have no Shattering Sound stuff just yet, but
This is in downtown Melbourne? Off the tracks in downtown
correct,
Melbourne.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Thank you. Yes, downtown Melbourne, and then the following. I'm usually downtown Off the Tracks every Thursday, 6:30 to 9:30, and then every Wednesday and Saturday I am at right next door at Olay Fire and Grill from 6:30 to 9:30 every Wednesday and Saturday.
Nice. Do you remember what night is open mic night at Village Idiot?
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday night?
Yeah, I was going to say
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Well, if there's ever so I'm going to get you hooked up with Jason Estes from Village Idiot. I don't know how he does. I don't know how this whole business works where you come in and audition or just show up and play, or I have no idea how it works.
Actually, no. The ones that work best is stuff like the open mic nights, so I can show up and do my thing, and then they usually come over and say, "Hey, that was wonderful. We're looking for this," or you know what I mean. And I usually give them my prices and everything.
Well, there you go. If you do want to go up there on a Tuesday before I can make an arrangement with you guys, then let us know. We can come up and listen.
Yeah, most
So,
certainly. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm all for it.
All right.
Cool.
Well, is that it?
Well, if you want to get a hold of us at the show, you can email us at show@livingpodcariously.com. Follow us on Twitter at Podcarious.
Facebooks, which is Facebooks, it's plural. Facebook.com/livingpodcariously. The video from tonight for Devin Lupis' performance will be up there soon. It'll also be on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And we got some good audio and some really cool video. We got our new Living Podcariously banner. Thank you, Aaron, by the way. I'll get the details for his business so we can kind of promote it a little bit. But he hooked us up with a really cool banner, so we'll be taking that out to listener events and out to April 1st Village Idiot Run, all those fun places. We've got merchandise on its way eventually, so t-shirts, hats, mugs. There's more to follow. Our new merch girl is going to hook us up with that stuff. Andrea, that's you.
Oh, is it?
Yes, you're our merch girl.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh, sparkly unicorns all the way.
Oh, shit. Wait, we need to think about this again, Tach.
You can also listen to us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. on Podcast Radio Network.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Well, thanks for listening to us this week, guys. We appreciate it. And
Have a good week. Wait. Don't hit stop on the episode just yet. Hey, this is Tach from the podcast you just listened to. And if you enjoy Living Podcariously or The Twisted 10, then you're going to love my new podcast I co-host with my lifelong buddy, Ron Caniff. It's called You're 40, Now What? It's about the trials and tribulations of turning 40 and just getting through life. So check it out on iTunes, Google Play Music, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Thanks. Now go give someone a mouth hug.